Very, very rarely do movies like Poor Things come along. And yeah, they're not easy watches, they push a lot of sensitive buttons, but they are still movies that elevate the medium of cinema to its highest form. Hi everyone, Nico Luro here from the Silver Screen Dudes, my first review of 2024. We're back. And look, the fact of the matter is that this film is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yorgos Lanthimos, if you are not a fan of his work, stay away from this movie because it will make you double down even more on your feelings of disliking his work. He's cut from a very particular cloth, but it happens to be a cloth I'm all here for. I've got all the time in the world for Yorgos. Be it movies like Killing of a Sacred Deer, The Lobster, The Favourite. I think he's one of the very, very few true auteurs and artists of our time making film. This is not a man, much like Robert Eggers, this is not a man who's veering towards making grand spectacle blockbusters, but rather challenging conceptions about what the medium of cinema can be, and also telling stories in new and improved and visually stunning packaged ways. Speaking of the visuals, Yorgos's traditional ultra-wide angle miniature style is on full display here, and it's used to wonderful effect. He does a few interesting things, such as using crop sensor lenses. This is getting geeky, but using crop sensor lenses on what's clearly full-frame cameras to achieve a vignetted pinhole effect, which he very much uses as a way of having the audience exactly that, looking through a pinhole to see, you know, kind of breaking the fourth wall and having a perverse look onto the inside life of what these characters are going through. And what is this movie about ultimately? What are these characters going through? Herein lies the problem of Poor Things. To give away anything other than the very minor, which I'm about to do, anything to do with plot would genuinely be to deprive you of the surprise, fascination, and WTFness, if that's even a word, of how crazy this movie is. On the surface, Bella Baxter, played by Emma Stone, who, by the way, she's going to be not only nominated, I think she's winning her second Oscar for this performance. Bella Baxter is this simple, this is very surface level stuff, I'm specifically not giving plot details away, but she's this simple surface level, juvenile, almost toddler-like woman who's being taught that, you know, toddler in an adult's body, she's being taught how to become an adult. Her god, her father, is Godfrey, played by Willem Dafoe. Well done for winning your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Willem. The ultimate question, this is all first 20-minute stuff, the ultimate question is, how is Bella this way? Why is Bella this way? How did Bella Baxter come to be this way? And when I tell you that we get taken on an adventure of marriage, sexual depravity, possession, with a host of fascinating characters, notably Mark Ruffalo, who equally I think is going to be nominated for a Best Supporting Actor role here, because he's incredible. I can't give away more than that, but when I tell you that they take you almost like a Greek mythology, like a Greek tragedy, it's a tragic comedy, it's such an exercise of perfect counterbalance, because you've got these rich, vivid, bright colors to make the world feel more alive, directly contrasting with the opening black and white. You've got these larger than life set pieces, you know, and on the flip side of that, you've got these very, very, very specific thematic character studies going on. I guess the negative about the movie is that none of the characters are what you would call good. They're all very, very, very flawed characters, and you're just kind of there for the ride. And ultimately the movie referencing this and saying that, you know, we're all basically flawed, that message coming across in a very, very Yorgos Lanthimos over the top way. It's a fascinating watch, and I know this all sounds very vague, but as I said, I think the moment I said Yorgos Lanthimos, a lot of people aren't even going to give this movie the time of day, which is a shame, but I understand he's not for everyone. And on the flip side, for those of you who are going to see it, I don't want to give away anything to do with the plot. I just want to tease you and say, you're going to be blown away by the visuals, the story, the performances. No, there is one negative actually before I go into final thoughts. The very end of the third act, when the story kind of goes full circle with Bella Baxter and how she was before, and I'm not going to finish that sentence, but how she was before how she is, I actually thought was unnecessary, and I didn't think it added something to the story because it makes you realize that the grass isn't always greener, but I think that message had already been achieved up until this point. So I don't think that last part of the movie was entirely necessary. We're talking about 25 minutes that arguably could have been knocked off, and I think the end result of the movie would have been honestly very similar. But my final thoughts on Poor Things, it's hard. I'm gonna go 9 out of 10 for Poor Things. We're off to a flyer in 2024. It's that oh so rare, unfashionable type of thing that comes along every so often, true art. Is it going to challenge you? Is it going to make you feel like you've been visually and emotionally violated? Is it going to make you question what the hell it's trying to say? Yeah, sure. But I like that type of discussion. Give me something like this over the pew pews, bang bangs, and the very obvious unsubtle movies any day of the week. This movie challenges what your preconceptions of cinema is, and it should be applauded for doing so. I love this film. Over to you guys. What did you think of Poor Things? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. And yeah, what movies have you seen so far in 2024? I want to know that too. So for now, my name is Nico Lero, and I will see you all on the next movie review and on the next video. We post videos daily, so stay tuned to that. Should be a subscribe button right here, a video at the top over here for you to go and click on. So go and do that goodness, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.